Check the scores before you come with your reckless talk.
Go check.
Sending call and banter my team and we banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when TezTalks.
We don't usually do this because we do have a second tweet to read out for you, but in regards to tweet of the week, because the second tweet leads into what we're going to talk about, we'll just leave that one there. But this is going to be topic of the week because the tweet is so... Bruv, if I speak, I'm going to keep it respectful.
I'll give it to them.
But this is the tweet, that's the topic.
Give it to them.
We're gonna, this,
Give it to them.
This is topic of the week. Keems, read out the tweet, bro.
Okay. This tweet comes from Troops AFC. They got Troops, the people's champ, you know. Gareth Southgate really picked fucking stinky, rusty, dusty fridge over Benny Blanco. What a dickhead.
Read it. Reload
it. Gareth Southgate really picked fucking stinky, rusty, dusty fridge over Benny Blanco. What a dickhead.
Right.
What a brat.
Right.
You know, let me just dissect that and translate that.
Right, Keems, land.
Gareth Southgate, for the upcoming England squad, has picked Harry Maguire of Manchester United over Benjamin White
because he
of
doesn't like being
Arsenal
called
Football
Ben.
Club. Mm-hmm. Justified?
Fuck no.
No. Fuck no.
No. What are you playing at? Like,
fuck no.
What are you playing at? Seriously.
That's some sort of favoritism. It's got to be because
Some
what
sort.
the fuck?
Some
What the
sort.
fuck? I don't even know what else to call it, bro. Because what the fuck?
Let me ask you this though. In some cases, I don't have a problem with that. If a player has, because it's different with international football and club football. Yeah. If a player, for me, every time I pick him,
he's done well.
Does the job I need and is reliable for me. He's never done nothing wrong for me.
Then personally, you've got every right to
and
do
you
that.
trust him because this is tournament football. You get me?
Yeah.
It's completely
Trust and
different.
experience.
You get me? Like, and you also got to consider. I'm not saying Maguire should be in the squad over Ben White. By the way,
I know what you're saying.
I'm just saying. I understand. You get me?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I get what you're saying, but no.
Without being a prick about it.
I'm not trying to justify what he's doing.
I know what you're doing, but I want to tell you what I'm saying.
Put yourself in his shoes.
I'm trying to see where he's thinking from.
Put yourself in his shoes. Every single time you've picked him, he ain't stepped a foot wrong.
Because man have been saying for years, Maguire plays better for England than just for Man U.
I was about to say that.
Man have been saying that for years.
You got to agree that he's always played better for England, and if that's the case, I'll pick him again, then innit? Play better for his country.
Right, now.
And you got to think about the system that Southgate plays as well.
Yeah, okay.
It probably suits a Maguire more than it suits a Ben White, a player that's going to drive out a defence and carry the ball. And you get me, a more risky player. But go on, Tez.
Right, so, okay. Now, if I was allowed in that press conference room, you know, where Gareth Southgate was sitting down and I got my question, and I was listening to what you two have both just said, which I hear what you're saying, if the manager of the situation was Klopp or Eric Ten Hag or Arteta or anybody else, but not Southgate. You know why not Southgate? Because the first thing I would say is, okay, so why do you continue to pick Mason Mount? He's been shit for you for how long? He has been putting feet wrong for you, but you continue to pick him. I would also say you are the same man that said in the last international break, you didn't pick Rashford because he's out of form. Yeah. Although you like the player, he's out of form, and there's others that have been better than him. Okay, so why have you not picked Sancho? Why have you picked players that have been worse than Sancho? But because you trust them, you bring them into the squad. Look at Luke Shaw is a perfect example. Luke Shaw didn't get into the goddamn team for years, bro. years you was picking Chilwell and making makeshift left backs instead of Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw had a good 6 months and he was arguably the best left back in the league for that season. You pick him. He hasn't played. He's played 2 games this season, and that's it. And he's in the squad.
Southgate, you are done my boy Rico with Henry dirty
No
still.
injuries.
You are done Rico dirty. He should have been in the squad.
Read
been solid this season.
You got the squad there.
got
Read
the
out
squad,
the squad.
yeah.
Let's go through the squad.
got the squad.
This is why I said we're gonna bring the tweet into the main thing because it's just bollocks. It's absolute bollocks, bro. Southgate's just chatting shit, and I do hear what man are saying. And like I said, if it was the managers that are named Klopp, Pep, whoever else, it would make sense. But not
the
for
squad, right? Yeah,
not for
I'll
Southgate.
be honest. It's not a completely.
How did
terrible
Henderson
squad.
get in the squad then?
All right, look, I'm gonna read it now.
Read the squad.
This is a 28-player squad selected for the Nations League games against Italy and Germany.
When you read out the name, we're all gonna say yes and no, and then once you
Let me
out
read
the
it
squad-
through first,
Yeah.
and then we'll go back.
Alright,
Yeah.
go on.
So 3 goalkeepers: Dean Henderson, Nick Pope, Aaron Ramsdale. Defenders: Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ben Chilwell, Connor Cody, Eric Dyer, Mark Guehi, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Fikayo Tomori, Kieran Trippier, and Kyle Walker. Midfielders: Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse. Forwards: Tammy Abraham, Jared Bowen, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, and Ivan Toney.
Go.
That squad is bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Can I just ask one question? Is Pickford injured?
He's injured.
Fairs.
Yeah, that's
Fairs.
Pickford's the number one. That's the only reason he's not in the squad.
Pipe you that real fast, that one.
Pickford's
Fairs.
I'm trying to think. Is there another English keeper I'd pick?
There's not.
ahead?
There's Bangon. There's Bangon with the keepers. There's no one else, fam. There's no one else I would trust over
The only
them
other
man there,
keeper
fam.
that would be in there was Sam Johnston, but he's just like the third choice.
So Henderson, you got in the team on a technicality from a legend that recommended ya. Makes sense.
It's Dean Henderson that wouldn't have been in there still.
Of course he
Because
wouldn't.
Nick Pope's getting in over him and Aaron Ramsdale's getting in over him.
100%.
So keepers, we ain't really got a debate.
15 defenders, bro.
Is it 15? Trent, Chilwell,
2,
Cody,
3,
Dyer,
4,
Guehi,
5,
Reece James,
6,
Maguire,
7,
Shaw,
8,
Stones,
9,
Tomori,
10,
Trippier, Walker. 12 defenders.
Is Rice in there?
He's in the midfielder.
Is Phillips in there?
Yeah, in
That
midfield.
nigga plays a back 6 anyway, so you may as well say it's 15. Okay, let's start with the defenders.
Trent.
Okay.
No, he should not be in there.
Who you gonna pick over
Trent,
Trent, fam?
it doesn't matter,
We've
bro.
got 12 defenders to choose, you know. Trent makes it, fam.
Why is he gonna make it, bro? If he's not gonna start,
Bro.
he hasn't even been good. He hasn't even been good
This
going
is coming
forward.
from me, you know. I don't think you
know
guys
what?
at home have ever seen me stand up for this Trent guy. But out of 12 defenders, fam.
All right, I'm gonna do this. We've got a Liverpool fan in the building. I just want to ask him quickly off camera. Liverpool fan, going forward this season, has Trent been good enough for you?
Going forward,
Yes. Fez. I disagree.
What do you think he's gonna say? No.
Yes, I thought he was gonna say. I thought he was gonna be honest and say no. But I don't think Trent should be in there.
Teams.
You think Trent should be in there?
Out of 12 defenders, Trent.
I'm Southgate. I'm picking Trent regardless.
100%.
For
fam.
what he can bring. I'm
It's
probably not
Trent,
going to start
fam.
him.
Yeah, fam. Put him on
If
70th.
I'm
Them
Southgate,
whips.
I'm picking Trent.
The whips him
Just
behind the
for- just for
defenders.
what he
70th
can
minute
bring.
when you're knackered.
But
You can't get that.
Yo, Trent, you see this attacking ability that you've got? It's on his last legs. I promise you, it's on his last legs,
It's not,
bro.
man. They just-
Who's next?
They just need to change his position.
Ben Chilwell,
All right.
he's just come back from an
I
injury.
ain't really
It's been all right this season.
I ain't really watched a lot of Chelsea.
Obviously,
to be fair.
Chelsea bought Cucurella
I watched.
to basically compete with him, but Cucurella's been having to play left centre back with a 3, so he's been the left-sided centre back in a back 3. Yeah,
Who's been left-sided centre back?
Cucurella. Obviously, he's
And
Chilwell's
Chilwell's
been the
going
wing back.
going
How's
okay.
he been playing? Decent. I
been alright. He's got-
I watched
Did
him
he
play
score?
once.
Did he
I don't
score?
know.
Yeah, he scored.
He scored, yeah. I think that's the game I watched. Yeah, I'd get.
You gotta remember, different players are in the team for different reasons.
Chilwell, I can't. I'm indifferent. I'm not. I'm not saying he should, and I'm not saying he shouldn't. What do you think?
But England ain't really blessed with a lot of left backs right now. Like the right backs,
English-
they got
English
tons of
left
right backs that will compete. You get me? But left back, it's a bit sticky. Hence why
Well, they
Luke
brought-
Shaw's in the
I was
squad.
just about to say they brought Luke Shaw back into the squad, so
Yeah.
they're definitely starving. Who's next?
Connor Cody.
Yeah, he's been a bad boy, you know. this
I
season.
rate Cody still.
Yeah, he's been on job this
Always very
season.
cold, so cold.
He's a leader as well, so you need that in a England camp. You get me?
100,
Going into a
100.
tournament. Obviously, this isn't the official World Cup squad, but players like that you need in them squads. You get me? Around the camp, making sure everyone's doing the right things and all that. You get me?
Who next?
Eric Dyer. Do you see me? I didn't rate Eric Dyer. I don't rate Eric Dyer, but this
controls.
season is raw
He
deserved
controls.
to be in the England squad.
I ain't really watched much of him.
I
to be
think
fair.
I'm one of the only people
say
I
the
know
last-
that's always been a fan of him.
I say last
Did you want to win?
12 months he's been decent still.
Do you know when we had? I think it was LVG. Did you want Eric Dyer then? I actually
wanted
did.
him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
wanted him
I
still.
wanted
Wanted him?
Dyer then.
When that as a midfielder though.
Yeah. It was him or that is it not Skriniar? What's his name? Strootman. Remember Strootman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dutch geezer.
Yeah, it was one of them two. Never got either, but yeah.
Yeah, I would have took him still.
I don't mind Dyer still. I actually don't mind Dyer. I don't think he's shit. I don't think he's the best, but
He plays like it's hard to explain, but he controls games, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is the things. These players,
he's another do-a-job player.
Southgate's thinking about his system. A back three. Dyer plays in a back three week in, week out with
And he's
under
been
Conte.
decent. Yeah, he's been decent.
Cody, he played in a back three for years at Wolves. You get me? Obviously, he's on loan at Everton right now, but
He's on loan. I they didn't buy him.
now he's on loan.
Crazy. Who's next?
Mark Grahey.
So I don't know about this one.
don't
I
even know
think
who that is.
Grahey for Crystal Palace.
It's good
Oh,
though. Don't get it
from
twisted. It's
Chelsea.
good, but
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to think: is there anyone that could have replaced him though?
Yeah, of course.
That's a
there
big
is.
stage, man.
Add another midfielder or an
That's what
attacker.
I'm saying. Like, there's people that could have replaced him though, but
Fraud
I do
either.
hear it
Look,
because
they
he
got
plays well for
1,
Palace. But
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centre backs, and they got about. If you add Kyle Walker and who else? Even Declan Rice, arguably, their man playing a back three,
Well, add him to the centre
Yeah.
backs. Yeah.
Jolting.
and Reece James as well.
Do you think Guehi deserves his call up? I don't. I
To be
feel like he
fair,
could have.
He could deserve a call up. That doesn't
think-
mean I would have picked him.
I think he's thinking about the future
Yeah.
of
He
England.
likes to pick. He likes to pick.
You've got a
man.
World Cup. You got a World Cup coming up,
He
bro.
likes
You
to
got
pick- yeah,
time
but
for
he
this.
likes to pick a couple man that will like younger, like that. Are
Bring
younger.
Guehi in next after the World Cup. After the World Cup, if he continues doing good at Palace, after the World Cup, that's when you blood him in. You don't bring him in now when you've got other players that you can bring in other positions to subside the squad. It doesn't matter if it's preliminary or whatever, bro. Like, what are you playing at? You've got a World Cup to prepare for. There are other players that you could bring in to replace him. You don't need so much centre backs. You don't need so much defenders. But that's just how I feel on it. Who's next?
All right, cool. The next few, yeah. Reece James, yeah.
Yeah.
John Stones, yeah.
Yeah.
Tamori, yeah.
Yeah.
Trippier, yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last two, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw.
No chance in how. Like, why? Like,
Or in
you're-
a current form, none of them make it. They don't even make it for our own team, innit?
and they're not going to the joke is, yeah, they're not getting into that Manchester United team between now and when the World Cup starts, bro. So it's long.
He's got
Unless
another- he's got
Varane,
another pick to do for the World Cup, though, so
unless
you get me? It's
Varane
it's not
or
all-
Martinez
it's not all or nothing right now.
or Malacia gets injured, I'm saying this right now, they're not getting into that Premier League squad, bro. Look how the defense is right now. So,
So you reckon, say Maguire only gets a few Europa League game. Wait, is there a Europa League game in that time?
Yeah.
So
They've got all of the Europa League got to be played
Remember-
by the end of October. That's
Okay.
why we're shagged. You seen your fixtures for October, blood?
yeah, man, we're nice, man. can we keep on topic, please?
No problem.
All right, but what was I saying? So if Maguire plays no league games until the World Cup, do you still think he'll start for England?
I don't know about start, but he'll get it.
I think he'll start. I still think he starts.
You reckon?
In Southgate,
it depends. If he
If
plays
I'm
good
putting
now.
myself in Southgate's shoes, I know Southgate is still picking Maguire.
I
If he
reckon
plays
so.
good for him now on this team that he's
You know
chose
what?
right now, if he plays good for him,
I'm
he's
gonna
pick
come
him
back.
again.
I'm gonna
I
come
agree.
back to this. I'm gonna come back to this when England play their first game. So the next time next week when we shoot again, and I've watched England play, if I see Maguire starting in them friendlies, I'm with Keems. He's going to start in the World Cup, even if he doesn't get in the Premier League
If he
squad.
plays well, he's
I just
definitely-
know Southgate. He's been that guy that always talks about form, but he never picks up form. He never does it. And then when people question the squad, he wonders why.
every single
Because he just
time
contradicts
puts
himself
out
all the
a
time.
squad.
He's just not
He
that
just
guy.
has his favourites.
He's just
I
not
don't
that
think
guy.
there's.
I want you man to know, yeah. You see how Grealish is only just really getting into the England squad. You man know it's because of the fans, innit?
Yeah.
100% is because of the
Do
fans.
you man think there's been a time when Southgate's ever got it right?
We can't really argue against him not getting it right
'Cause he
because
got
he's,
to the-
Yeah,
he's,
he got to the
he's
final.
arguably been successful.
Yeah, he got to the final.
He hasn't
he
won
got it
anything,
wrong.
but he's got further than we've ever got with anything
Yeah.
other than winning it in '66.
Yeah.
like it's never
Yeah,
been
you
so
can't-
good
you
for
can't argue,
England.
'cause he got to the
you
final.
get me?
The only thing you could argue is did he get it right in the final, which he never. He bottled it.
So the man
I've
think
got
then
my question marks over that whole final thing anyway,
the subs.
because if you think about it, the whole tournament we played at home.
Yeah.
Every game we played was
Soon as
at
we got to the
Wembley,
final, man,
bar
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So you obviously got an advantage.
Facts.
You get me? Man never mentioned that though.
And that's
They,
a big
they
thing.
always give
That's a big thing
They
for
always
other
give
countries.
Southgate credit.
I'll be
But
honest.
if you're playing every
fam,
game at home,
if we had won,
surely
All of our games at home had like 90%
Exactly.
of our own fans, bro. It was mad, fam.
If we had won,
amount of games at Wembley, bro.
wouldn't
Come on,
have
we
cared.
gotta get to the final.
Probably higher than 90, bro. Cause literally the tickets were just flooded in England, fam. Like,
basically.
Exactly, bro.
crazy.
But yeah, nah, Maguire don't deserve his place. No chance at all. Troops is right. And with that tweet, you get Ben White. If you do want to keep the number of defenders that you got in, you bring Ben White in.
Now we've spoke about it. Southgate Newton. It's one of the ones, isn't it?
Nah, man.
No.
He's well done, my boy Ben White.
He's done him. Done
All
him.
right then.
It's done him, but
Let's
as man said,
let's
innit,
just
he
skip
always
through the
picks him
rest.
and he always goes
Bellingham, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice,
Wait.
Ward-Prowse,
Bellingham, yes. Mason Mount, no. Who's next?
Calvin Phillips,
No.
Declan Rice,
through.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
James Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
A
free some form, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say who I think should have got a call up. This is probably man. I probably think I'm going mad because his team's been underperforming this season, and the bottom of the league. But Maddison deserved the call up.
100%,
Maddison's been
100%.
cold this season.
They've been at the bottom. They've been at the bottom of the league, but he's been the bright spark.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Definitely,
he should have got a
bruv.
call up. Why has he not got a call up?
Over Mason Mount, but as
Over
we,
Jack Grealish,
as
bro.
we said, as
Mount
we
over
said,
Grealish.
No, Madder's over Grealish and Mason Mount, bro. Like, why is he not in the team? And he's arguably the one trying to making things happen for
this
Leicester.
is what this Nations League should be used for to
Facts.
test out players
certain, man.
that you want to try. You get me? Like we know what Mason Mount can do. We know what Maguire can do.
What
and
can he do in an England shirt, though? We know what he can do for Chelsea. We're talking about Southgate here, and I've not seen Mason Mount do anything in an England shirt, bro. Anything. Like, at least I can say I've seen Maguire do things in an England shirt. Mason Mount ain't done fuck all, bro. It's been shit for England. He is shit for England. It's raw shit. I think
Sounded
he's
personal,
I
that
think
one,
he's.
bro.
I think
I'm
blood.
listening to it the same way. It sounded mad person.
It's not personal. It's not personal, but I just hate like Southgate. He's just a liar in it. You're just a liar. There's players that should
You're a liar.
be in that team.
You're a liar.
I haven't even mentioned my
Matches.
boy. Like I
Go the fuck out.
Go the fuck out.
I haven't even mentioned my boy Maddison alone. Like, come on, man. He should have got into that team. Is that all the midfielders, bruv?
Yeah. Right, let's go through the forwards, and then overall we'll go through who should have been in with a shot at the squad. So Abraham, Bowen, Foden, Grealish, Kane, Saka, Sterling, and Tony. Big up Tony.
The Tony one's pissing me off, you know.
What, you don't think he should be in the squad?
I feel like Arashi could have got in over him. I can't.
He's
lie.
injured.
Not
Injured,
even
He's
Sancho.
injured though.
Sancho.
Sancho should have gotten over a lot, man, but not
Yeah.
Tony. Not
Tony. Tony's got
Tony,
what?
Tony's
eight
he's
goal
got in there on
involvements
merit.
this
Tony
season.
has got in there on merit. Big up Ivan still.
All right. Before I say this, what do man think about Tammy then?
Ain't it been slapping off
Yeah,
over
he's
slapping
been
off, but
slapping.
I don't
I
care.
rate Tammy Abraham.
I've never liked him. I think
Nah,
he's mad overrated.
I rate him.
Crazy overrated, fam. Can't do it in the Prem.
But if you think about it, that season in the Prem that he had, he was Chelsea's top goal scorer.
That's
fam.
what- I feel like he got it off default though. I feel like
How you can get it off default? Bro?
I just feel like he was their only outlet at times.
Like
innit?
I think he got 11 goals that
Yeah,
season.
and he wasn't even starting every game.
Not starting.
He weren't even starting every game. My man was coming off the bench
I've
and
just never
scoring.
liked him, to be honest.
I've never liked him, but
You know what it
gotta
is?
give credit where credit's due.
People don't
No,
rate
facts.
him because
Facts.
he's not pretty on the eye. You get me? As a footballer, he's very bandy and
He's very
dangly.
bandy.
You get
He's
me?
very bandy
But
still, it's a good
He's
word.
effective.
He is. He
I
is.
hear it.
And he scores goals.
All right then, Jared Bowen.
Get out of my face.
I don't know how Bowen's in this squad. You get me? But I said this last season, like Jared Bowen, that was a purple patch for me. His form, it was like a good blip
I think
of
you
form.
were.
You reckon?
I think your
You
words
reckon it was a
were.
blip, or you reckon he can become that guy though?
No. He just had a good season last
Yeah.
season. That's
Well,
it.
man, don't feel like he can come good. Like
No.
Yo, Lavas, blood.
No.
No one ain't coming good. I don't think no man. Yo, blood. Yo, allow that, blood.
I just sit here. I just sit here. Carry on saying no.
It's like, what's he on about? I clapped, fam.
Oh God.
Pause.
But yeah,
But
no.
Father God.
I think Bowen, like when I watch him, I think like you see if he was put in the right squad 24/7. I feel like he could be that guy that you can count on to get a goal for you nearly every game, though.
No, but he's not doing it. He's not done it this season.
That sounded like a-
I'm not talking about like
And you
just
gotta
this
think
season.
about it. West Ham now. Their squad is good now.
Yeah, I would say the squad's good.
Their squad's good now. They're not like it's not the same West Ham
That's true.
squads of the past years and that. They've got internationals now. You get me?
But I just feel like he looked like you know like how man are saying like man don't like the way Tammy looks. You can watch Bowen and think
Nah, he does look dangerous
he
when
looks
he's on the
dangerous,
ball.
fam.
And that,
Like
but-
he looks like a pro. Like if you was to put him at a top club, I reckon he could be that guy.
Okay.
No, but you see, I reckon it's him shining for West Ham. Yeah, like
That's one
there's
thing.
levels to
Yeah,
it, bro.
you don't feel like he would
You
shine
get
in
me?
another club.
International football. It's a
I look
different
at players
beast.
different. I look at players
Okay.
like how do I feel like he would play if he was up top for Arsenal right now, who's firing all around him. He'd be mad dangerous, bro.
We was linked to him still.
what I'm
Alright,
saying.
so I'm
I
asking you a
actually feel
question.
like he'd be dangerous.
So I'm
That's
asking
what
you a question.
I don't think he's an upgrade on Saka,
No.
for example.
No.
So if Saka,
Probably
let's
not
say
on- probably
Saka's
not on
not really a starter for England. So if someone who's below Saka
Can't
shouldn't be
his
getting in the
level.
squad.
Yeah,
You
I
get
know what
me?
you're saying, yeah.
Right. So I'm asking you a question, Capo. Based on form, does Gerard Bowen deserve to be in the squad?
Of this season, though, of last season,
We
it's understandable.
can't go off last season.
Yeah, last season's not really form.
If we got off this season, then nah, because
I don't think he's got a
West
goal
Ham are doing
in the
shy.
league
Yeah,
this
that's what I mean,
season.
West Ham doing shy right now,
I
so-
think he's got one in the Conference League. Well, that's about it.
Shite.
That's just the
He doesn't. Gerard Bowen, you don't deserve to be in England squad. Period. Yeah. Who else? Who else is there?
The only other questionable
try.
one for me is Jack Grealish, but
Question.
he's
scored.
one of those players that
Is it
bringing
like
him off the bench, it's gonna raise the
facts?
morale of the team. You get
Everyone loves
me?
him, bro.
All right. Do you think he's just been affected by Pep Guardiola's system, or do you think he's just been shit?
I think it's a bit of both.
I agree.
I think the system is the reason why he's
Been shit.
quote unquote been shit. You get me? Because he can't.
You can tell he
He
doesn't.
can't.
He doesn't.
He's a player that needs freedom, but in Pep Guardiola's squad
He has to stay
and his style of
exactly where he
play,
is.
it's very not even rigid, but it's
All right.
very meticulous.
It's very.
you know about them words
it's
there.
less
All right
forgiving.
then. So let me ask you, I'm gonna ask you a
It's less
question.
forgiving. It's less
I'm gonna
forgiving
ask
on
you a
drifting.
question
You can't-
based
there's
off
no- there's no way
the
space for
question I just
drifting.
asked you, and I just all I want is a yes or no answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based off what we just had the discussion, do you not think that Sancho was affected by Ollie's system last year, as well as Ranić's system
Bring us
last
back
year?
to United.
I could say yeah, but that's because I didn't know what the system was
Yeah, I was
last
gonna
year.
say, no, there was-
you get me? There wasn't really a system.
That's
Everyone knows Sancho's a baller. You get me? But
Yeah, nah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
I say yeah,
I just wanted to ask that question
Yeah.
because that was like Sancho this season. Based off if we're going off
Sancho
current
should be
form,
in the squad.
He should be in the
Really,
squad.
he should be in the squad.
He should be in the squad over a lot of. He should be in that squad. Like, you know, the ones where he should be able to replace a lot of those attackers.
But at the same time, this goes back to it. Sancho hasn't really done it for England, if you get what I mean.
I don't think he's been given a chance. I
Yeah,
get what you
probably
mean,
that's
and
the
I
reason
agree.
why.
I agree,
that's
but he
the-
ain't been given a
but
chance.
That's probably the reason why. Obviously, Southgate's obviously
It's shit.
he picks who he wants to pick. You get me?
That's
Like,
literally it. With Southgate,
is-
picks who he wants, bro. Picks who he
I
wants.
think he's gonna get found out of this World Cup.
He's got his little favourites, man. He's got a
He's
little
gonna get
squad.
found out of this World Cup. You see all this picking your favourites and not picking players on form. It's gonna undo you at this World Cup. I don't think we're getting to the quarters, bro. I'll be
Do you know
honest.
why? Do you know why he gets saved? Because the World Cup's such a big stage and the Euros are such a big stage that the players try their heart out regardless. So we get saved by the players' heart. 100%.
I don't know though. I feel like his time's running out still.
Fam, his time's been up, bro. His time's
Yeah, his
been
time.
up, fam.
Man can say that, but regardless of how
His
man,
time's not been up.
regardless of how man feel about him,
It's been up.
he's done well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's,
Like,
not
if
been
you
up.
go
He's
by
afforded
what-
himself
What the
time.
team's done, he's done well.
Yeah,
you
he's
get
done
me?
well. Do you
mind a manager that
final
doesn't
and a
do well?
semi-final, back to back, huh?
Do you mind a manager that doesn't pick the right squad that the fans want, but does well in tournaments?
It's not about what the
That's what
fans
we've got,
want.
Yeah,
bro.
it's
That's
not
what I'm
about
saying, 'cause
exactly.
that's what we've got,
If he
innit?
wins the World Cup, I'll be sitting here.
But that's what we've got in it. The fans never like his decisions, but he gets away with it.
No,
But I
but
feel like
the
he
fans
can-
don't like his decisions
because
because
we feel he can do better with what he's got. Realistically,
and
It doesn't matter why you don't
his
disagree. I'm just
decisions
saying.
ain't justified.
Man don't disagree with him,
compared
but he
to
gets
what
far in tournaments.
If you go with what he's saying, he's picking his players off. Then his decisions ain't
know what's
justified
mad?
because he always goes on about he's picking them off form and club form, but he's never
no way.
all the time. The players that he picks, a lot of them are questionable. You get me?
Exactly. And what I've always said this, you know, this is one of my brazy opinions. I always said if you had Wenger as the England manager, with the way how he played football in his prime, and with the players that we've got, we could look like a bad boy team, you know.
All right, then,
Like a
cool.
bad boy team and a
This
lot
is
of
my
managers
next question
from
for you,
Ghana.
lot, to kind of round it off, yeah? If you, man, could pick a realistic, the next England manager who you think with this squad would have the best chance of England winning the World Cup. I'm not going to say, man, pick a Guardiola or I'm being realistic. Be realistic.
Realistic. In regards to the managers that are available, or any manager, but be realistic.
The managers that are available right now, who would man take?
Pochettino.
Oh, that's who was in my head, you know. Pochettino.
Fam, Poch
That's
is
right.
winning with that
Oh,
squad. Bro,
oh.
Poch with that squad. I'm telling man now, fam.
Lauren Blanc, Jardim.
Nah, I don't like picking man like that because as much as man think they're good,
Um,
our system never gels well with them man there, fam.
What do you mean? He's bringing his system.
No, that's what I mean though. When them foreign man bring their system and all them things there, bro, it never goes well.
So what's
man.
Poch, bro?
Nah, but
Poch is in the Prem. No,
Poch has done it in the Prem.
I agree with
Poch is
man.
in the Prem manager.
I
you
agree
get
with
me?
man.
So,
I agree with man.
You know,
Them that runs
English
on them man there. I
players.
don't look at them like
Poch
Prem
is-
players.
Poch-
I mean, Prem managers.
Poch.
And when I say Poch has done it in the Prem, I mean manage. He ain't done nothing in the Prem. You get me? Before you get onto me.
Nah, man, he
Don't
made-
get carried away.
he
But we know
made-
we can manage an English squad. Is what I'm saying.
Poch made Spurs relevant again, man. Let's
Facts.
give him some flowers at least.
If you got more
Fuck
back in,
Spurs,
could have
bro.
been different, but you didn't. So
You get me? Like he took them second. Isn't that the highest they've finished in? Like
Yo, louder Spurs talk, man. You get me?
Arsenal man getting
Yeah. But
we
yo,
gotta be fair.
Southgate,
We've got to be fair.
we're
You're
watching,
shit.
yeah?
You're
We're
shit.
watching. You get me?
Pochettino was at home watching too.
We're watching, yeah?
You're
That
shit.
dumb boy.
You shit. But I'm trying to think of another. Wait, is there another English manager? Cause you know they're just gonna look for another English one.
I would say, if I had to pick a manager that's managing now, I would have said Eddie Howe. I reckon Eddie Howe would do a good
Yeah.
job with England.
That's not a bad job. That's not a bad
Yeah,
shout.
I had Eddie Howe.
Young manager,
Plays decent
fresh
football.
ideas and that, you get me?
Yeah, you're right.
The days of them old managers like Roy Hodgson and all that, them days are done.
About would you take Ali?
But I take Ollie at England?
Yeah.
How
Nah.
Too much paper for him to manage, man. You don't know what to do, bro.
Nah.
Goodness.
Man will just play Rashi and the boys. Rashi.
Are we just
Sancho.
discrediting what he done for United? I find it mad how he actually. Well, I don't find it mad.
Harry.
I don't find it mad. I understand why he ain't got a job now, but it is crazy to think that.
Do you reckon he gets job offers?
Yeah.
Not good enough.
Just
Not
being
good
Man
enough.
U's manager before.
No, I don't think. I
No,
don't.
but what type of level though?
That's what I'm saying. I
I
don't
reckon
think the
all
job's been good
levels.
enough.
I reckon all levels he got job offers.
Nah,
I don't reckon he's got job offers from the Prem.
You got to think. You got to
I'm with
think
you,
about
Keem,
it.
I'm with you.
Like you see, like a man like who can I say? It's like a man like Arteta now. See if he quit tomorrow, he'd have hella
Course,
offers,
bro.
He's got 2 trophies, bro,
No, but
and
louder. I'm just talking about. He managed Arsenal for
You
a
can
long
no,
time.
but Arteta, you can see he's a coach, bro.
you get me, blood. Like,
There's a difference.
I feel like there's a lot of teams out there, no matter what league you're in, that just look at the fact, bro. He managed
I don't
United
think.
for how long?
I don't think.
It won him some good games. It got him quite
So why
far
am I
sometimes.
like? Why are teams like
You would
Brighton
get
not looking
jobs,
at him?
bro.
Chelsea looked at him, but that's what.
You would get-
Romano's-
I'm telling you now, you would get jobs,
I don't
bro.
think he has because
Just off being Man U's
So why
manager.
didn't Burnley go for him?
Man can save this one for the next day.
We can still. we can, car. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah,
Keith.
that's
I
an
don't
interesting
think so.
one still.
I don't think so. But just before we go, do you have any final thoughts on England, Capo?
That man just better win, bro. For being honest. That's all I gotta say.
What do you think their chances are?
And World Cup, I already said I don't think.
Do you know what?
What's your prediction?
Do you know what?
For
I say
how
this.
far they
I say this nearly every single year, fam. You see, when you look at our players on paper, bro, we have one of the best squads. We've got a lot of squads that can like keep up with man on
Yeah,
paper.
yeah.
On the pitch, it's a different story, innit? So on paper, I'm saying we should get far as always.
We have players, but the football we play is so
Shit, bro. That's what I'm saying.
playing,
Like,
bro.
our players,
We should
all
be playing
class,
that.
all over the
They're
pitch.
ready sorted football, bro.
Fam, we have class.
With the
bro.
players that we've got, we should be playing that.
Because it's country football.
Pep, Klopp, not Tuchel. Tuchel's too horrible. But we should be playing some elite football, bro. One touch triangles.
Because it's country ball. A lot of positions are gonna have a star in it. Our team is flooded
Do you know
with
what's,
ballers.
do you know what's crazy?
We should
All the
get far,
ballers,
bro.
all the
As
ballers,
always.
deep this, down to friggin' Brighton. All the players in the England squad, like the main boys, play under managers that play one touch triangle attacking football. So naturally, they know how to play it. It just doesn't make
So it
sense.
never works on big squads, though.
What do you mean it don't work, fam?
It just don't work.
It does, bro.
Front foot football.
Bro, like I said, all the big hitters in England play under managers that play attacking football.
So good saying that, but I ain't seen a trophy, so.
I don't know. Maybe it's because
that's because the England managers don't play that way.
maybe it's because
That's the point,
Southgate's
innit?
a defender.
I
You know
just
what I
got
mean?
that defensive
So
mindset.
his
He thinks
instinct
defense is
is
ball, innit?
defense first. You get me?
Facts, though.
Maybe that's it.
He's just
Maybe that's an easy cop out for him. I don't know.
He's just
But that
cop
could,
out,
that could be self-conscious, though.
It's rather a cop out.
It's
So
self-conscious, though.
England don't even keep clean sheets, bro. This is shit, man. This is shit.
but yeah,
It is what it is. But guys, it's
Raps
been
it in,
fun.
raps it in.
It's been fun. It has been magnificent. Before we go, Capo, give them your socials.
Like the capo and everything.
Keems.
Keems_TTP.
Tezzy_TTP. You
Like the
already
video,
know.
man. Subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
See,
Get
if you
in
watch the
comments.
video, just press like. It helps
Like
a
it,
lot.
man.
you
Get
me?
in the
Just
comments,
like,
man.
Just like.
Who's
just
been
like
chatting
it,
shit
comment.
today?
Yeah, we see you.
I know it ain't me.
I see you lot in the comments, man.
Don't
And
cost nothing to like, boy.
I do try and respond to all of yours. If you don't know if I'm responding to you or not, it's Tez is talking. So if you see Tez is talking under your comments, it's me responding to you. I be telling these guys to respond to the people in the comments, but hey ho, they bougie. Shout out the
I replied to a couple of people, you get me?
Yeah, you need to start replying to them more, man. There's sometimes people be like, yeah, Capo's got a good point this time. Capo's nowhere to be seen. Sometimes they be like, Keems is chatting shit. Keems be ducking them and that. But yeah, shout outs to the sponsor, Sip Shack in the building. Shout outs to the producer, because without the producer, we wouldn't be here and being able to give you the slick, quick, sick visuals that you guys see.
Shout out Troops for the tweet. I ain't shouting out the Madrid people.
Them racist bastards.
Big
bro,
up
get the
Troops,
fuck
yeah?
out of here. Big up Troops.
Guna,
Big up
you
the
get me?
supporters. Guys, like, subscribe.
Big up yourselves for liking the
You
video
don't
as
know.
well.
Back next week.
Go check the TikTok as well, man. The socials, you get me?
man.
Oh, you know, just before we leave.
Here we go.
Oh.
Who's top?
I haven't checked, you know. You talk.
That's right. That's right.
All right, then we see you next time. Yeah.
TezTalks.
Check the scores before you come with your reckless talk.
Go check that.
Sending call and banter my team and we banter yours. For the win, taking no L's, we don't do draws. Don't press pause, keep your ears peeled when Tezzy talks.